We are live on YouTube. What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of You Know Who It Is. The glasses are on. Going live on Twitter first before we have our introduction. Now live on Facebook in 3, 2, 1. What's going on, guys? Welcome to Insider BA's Room Mill. As always, I am your host, Insider BA. Alongside me, the return of the enforcer, Nate Cadero, as himself. Nate, welcome back. How have you been?
I've been good. I'm sorry I haven't been around lately, but I'm glad to be back on the show.
You're definitely a busy man, so I'm glad that you decided to make your return on my show.
Thank you.
The by far best weekly episodic show. I don't know. I'm trying to make the Monday Night Raw thing Michael Cole does.
I like what you're saying.
Yeah, Michael Cole says it all the time. He gets it right off the tongue. I can't seem to get it right now. But inside of BA's Room, you know what I do. I come to you beginning of every week around right now it's 6:42, usually 7 o'clock, 6:30, whenever I am ready to go live. It's my show. I go live. Sometime around 6 and 7 Monday night, I'll be there before Raw goes live at 8 o'clock and SmackDown tomorrow at 8 o'clock. Big news, of course, Vince McMahon will be making his return to WWE programming tonight. There is a top rumor involving him, but also another top rumor is Road to WrestleMania. What's the storyline plans? And the next one is the men's Royal Rumble frontrunners, who's proposed to be winning the upcoming match in about 6 weeks, actually. But if you haven't already, social media, of course, it's in the description. The links are in the description below. And,
as always, a big shout out to our friends and supporters at My Fantasy Sports Talk.
Of course,
guys, thank you very much.
They always get our stuff on there. I am at the moment going to be logging in our Facebook because I want to communicate. This is an interactive show. This is what I do. Any comments you will drop, I will definitely be shouting them out. I want to hear what you guys think because last night was WWE TLC. Two title changes. The card was okay. There were some matches that were whatever. I know there was this is boring between Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose, which is a shame. I still feel like that should have been a TLC or ladder match, but I'm not going to get that much into it. This is a rumor show, but I'm going to touch a little bit on, of course, Dean Ambrose is the new champion now, the Intercontinental champion, of course. And on the women's side now for the SmackDown brand, new champion, Asuka finally has become the women's champion. I see you not really too pleased about that, Nate.
I'm not happy.
You're not happy with that?
Not happy.
Are you not a fan of Asuka?
I'm not a fan of her at all.
Me either.
I don't like her.
Timo seems to like her. I'm not sure about Dango and Maddie hates her. I know for sure Maddie hates her too. I still think she doesn't have it. We're not going to get into the debate like I had with Timo last year.
Dango, if you're out there, why don't you tell us? What you think?
What you think? Thank you, Danes, for just joining. He just joined us right now. Welcome to the show. If you didn't hear, the top rumors are Road to WrestleMania, men's Royal Rumble frontrunners, and why is Vince McMahon on Raw tonight? Of course, last night was TLC and Dean Ambrose and champ. I know you had commented on one of our posts saying probably 3 or 4 of the 12 matches were good, so you don't think the pay-per-view was good. I totally agree. I can agree with what you're saying. There's some matches that were like bland, whatever. It is what it is. But I can see the direction that they're trying to go with. Of course, Vince McMahon's going to have a new direction tonight on Raw. And the direction with the women, though. Ronda Rousey interfered, of course, in the TLC matchup. And I see you once again. You're not
back to UFC. Get out.
Back to UFC.
Back to
UFC.
UFC.
There you go, man. What's up, Jose? Thanks for joining. Nicole Souza joining as well. Welcome to, of course, to the show. The most must-see show, episodic, weekly, Facebook Live, Twitter. I'm trying to roll it off. I'm going to think of something else because I'm
doing a great job.
Doing a great job.
I've been
going live every Monday. It's definitely.
Tell your friends. Tell your family.
There you go.
Come on.
Get us
every
out
Monday.
there. Get the SmackTalk team out there. The People's Podcast, of course, this past week. Check it out on our YouTube. But as always, this is a rumor show. I hit you with the rapid rumors before the top rumors, but if you don't want to be spoiled and all that, thank you for tuning in. I suggest you tune out. Before you do, follow, like, share, retweet, do everything you got to do to get us out there. But rapid rumors. Jose just said, Nate, get back to work.
Come on, man. I told you that earlier. You get back to
work. Top rumors. Here we go. I'm sorry. Rapid rumors first. 3 of them I got for you. Kevin Owens, he got injured, unfortunately. Him and Sami Zayn also got injured. But Kevin Owens apparently will be ready to return to the ring by the end of February. But most likely WWE will wait until WrestleMania or the night after to bring him back to the fold. I don't see them throwing him into a storyline with probably a month left before with the build of the road to WrestleMania. So good news for Kevin Owens. He's hopefully his recovery makes that due date, or if he comes early, it might debut in the Royal Rumble or return in the Royal Rumble.
It is smart holding off though.
Of course, it's always good to hold off. Make sure you're
fresh start.
Make sure you don't force yourself back into that ring, to make sure you are healthy to get in the ring and stay healthy for a while. Next top rapid rumor is AJ Styles and Randy Orton. Both lost last night at TLC. What is their future involving the road to WrestleMania? Well, Styles and Orton apparently will be locking horns into a long-term feud against each other on the Blue brand heading into WrestleMania 35. I don't know if that's the matchup that's going to be at WrestleMania 35, but maybe that's going to be the feud for going into probably Elimination Chamber, Fastlane, or something. Randy Orton will go psychotic again and just decide to beat the shit out of AJ Styles because Rey Mysterio just defeated with the roll-up pin on Randy Orton last night. Stay tuned for the top rumor I have for you, Road to WrestleMania. Rey Mysterio is in that Road to WrestleMania storyline plans that I'm going to repeat out to you. The last rapid rumor. This is a man who had the company on his back. You can't see him half the time, but John Cena is scheduled to miss a lot of time in 2019 because of all his film commitments. Very unfortunate, but Nate, I feel like you have something to say.
You can't hate on a man for being successful.
I understand.
I understand where everyone's coming from, but
just saying. Kind of being like
I understand both sides of the
fence.
Rock,
going into WrestleMania 28 and 29, he was the guy. John Cena was still carrying the company, and that's the almost the end of rapid rumors right there. That's sound is.
That's our horn. That's the producer telling us to move along onto the next segment soon.
John Cena, I'm not gonna get that much, but before we do, just gonna say, John Cena, he apologized to The Rock because he understands why The Rock did what he did.
Good guy. See, at least
he admits to his mistakes. Just don't do it again to The Rock. He will put you in your place. Going on to our top rumors, of course. Tell you everything I'm going to say today with a great assault. But road to WrestleMania, what's going on? What's going to be happening? Well, I'll tell you first. I said Rey Mysterio. Well, he's the first guy on the list. Rey Mysterio is being penciled in for a United States title match, but they're still working on who is going into WrestleMania with the title. 3 names being discussed to be the championship holder is Shinsuke Nakamura, who's currently the champ, that will be facing Rey Mysterio, or maybe it's Samoa Joe or Andres Cien. Can you imagine Rey Mysterio versus Andres Cien? That's definitely 2 Mexicans fighting for the United States title. It will definitely be interesting going into WrestleMania 35. But of course, the names that I just said, Andre, Samoa Joe, and Shinsuke, whoever gets picked of the 3 to go feud Rey Mysterio as the champion into WrestleMania for the United States champion match. The other 2 guys will most likely get thrown into the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, which is usually the Battle Royal where all the guys who didn't make the card gets put into, a matchup so they could be on the show. Hey, that paycheck counts if you're still technically in a Royal Rumble. I don't know if it's as much as a main event paycheck, but, definitely
something.
Let's see. Next I have for you is, of course, same rumor. What's Triple H's deal if he's going to be back in time? Well, I've talked to a couple of sources, and this could change, but penciled in right at the moment, everybody wants to know what's going on with Triple H. Well, he's supposedly still going to be facing Batista. They teased it at SmackDown 1000 when Batista said, "You didn't beat me, so you're not." You technically, but you know how it is. The measuring contest. But as everyone knows, Triple H did suffer a torn pectoral muscle, and but he's still a beast. He's huge. Cerebral assassin. He finished the match. Exactly.
Did everyone see the picture after that?
Dude,
everyone see the picture?
Just all like bruised and was wow. But he is still the man, and right now it's still penciling Triple H versus Batista if he can be back healthy in time. Of course, anything can happen. Hopefully, I would like to see that matchup. But hey, we shall see if that's actually going to happen.
Time will tell.
Time will tell. And speaking of time, this person's time. It's been a while since they haven't been champion. I guess main champion. This person actually just lost the Intercontinental Championship last night. Seth Rollins, at the moment, could be seen as the front runner when it comes to the 2019 Royal Rumble. I know I've been saying this for a while, a little bit. This is only, but this is not only the possible scenario they might go with. There's also the potential that there's two routes that W could take. You have Seth Rollins win and go compete against Brock. There's also the rumor of The Rock coming back and all that. Yeah, that would be nice if we see The Rock in
That would be a good one.
35. But yeah, he's rumored for the Hall of Fame and all that. A lot of things going on. We're not sure what's really going to happen. But another person that's potentially that Vince McMahon is really high on right now. He's pretty much taking control of Raw as the biggest heel right now is Drew McIntyre, and Vince McMahon likes him, and he likes the idea of Drew McIntyre winning the Rumble, and Strowman would defeat Brock Lesnar at Royal Rumble, and he would be the champion going into WrestleMania, and McIntyre will then face off with Strowman at WrestleMania 35 for the Universal Championship. Not bad. I wouldn't mind that at all. That's kind of been the thing this past summer with Dolph Ziggler, Drew McIntyre, whoever else is involved in the mix with the Shield and all that. We got a comment rolling in right now. I say Aleister Black wins the Rumble and challenges Daniel Bryan. That would be something else. I don't think they'll go in that direction, but I do like where your head is at, Dane. That would definitely be something right there. But Seth Rollins against Brock, I could see that most likely happening out of all the scenarios. I don't know if they're going to give Drew McIntyre that win yet because he just lost to Finn Balor last night, which is whatever, I guess.
You don't sound happy about
that. I don't sound happy about that at all, but it is what it is. I still love Finn Balor, but I don't know what I could see what they did. Dolph Ziggler to fit. It is what it is. You lose, but it's just a little tiny bump in the road as you become the guy in the company. But speaking of like big guys in the company, you all heard the breaking news last week. Vince McMahon is making his return tonight to Monday Night Raw to shake things up. What exactly is it going to be shaking up? Well, I'll tell you. W isn't worried about the ratings as they are planning something big for January 2019 that actually might start tonight with Vince McMahon showing up to shake things up. The big idea is yet to be known, but Vince is not expected to become a regular figure on W programming, but he is expected to kick off a new direction of the company tonight. I don't think it's gonna be an attitude era like everyone, like the rumor is and all that. Definitely not gonna be that, because if you all gonna want to hate on Ruby Riott for bringing Jim the Anvil Neidhart's fathead face on the table, you all want to bitch about that. You ain't gonna get the attitude era, because that's what it is, man. That attitude era was worse than that. So, as far as the initial original plan that was gonna happen tonight with Vince McMahon was never going to be part of Monday Night Raw tonight, but the initial plan was for the Olympic Hall of Famer Kurt Angle instead to return tonight instead of McMahon. But those plans rapidly changed, according to me, the insider. The plan to have McMahon return was made late last week, not long before the announcement was made on social media. The decision to have Angle return was then pushed to TLC last night, which we saw in that Baron Corbin match. Good riddance, Baron Corbin. You are now fired as the GM. You'll probably just become a regular jobber or however your career will take you. I don't know, man, but you are definitely boring. That's for damn sure. That's hashtag boring Corbin. You had a lot of potential, but clearly I don't know what happened. But going back onto what could potentially be the announcement that Vince McMahon has to shake things up, I got like 3 potential things that could happen. Take it all with a grain of salt. But there's a rumor going around that Vince might give a few NXT superstars their debuts ahead of the Royal Rumble so that they can enter the Royal Rumble. That one I don't see happening because Triple H is usually the guy. He runs the show down there. As you know, he created the NXT family. Yep. I think the company will be in good hands when Vince McMahon does retire or when Triple H takes over with Stephanie McMahon, because then he will see the potential. Because Vince McMahon doesn't even watch NXT according to rumors. So I don't think he could bring NXT superstar. I could be wrong. You might see it tonight. We'll see.
Sounds unlikely.
Sounds unlikely. Very, very unlikely that it's going to happen. Going on to the potential second speculation of what's going to happen. There is speculation that Vince McMahon might be announcing another draft. This will definitely tie into Ronda Rousey versus Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch gets traded to. There's like a bunch of trades that are going to happen. That Becky Lynch and Charlotte might come to Raw, so that you get many certain things. I don't know. Maybe another. It won't be a trade. It will be a draft. I'm not really sure what they mean by that, but there is another rumor I have for you. Of course, basically going to be appearing tonight, potentially, to mainly take care of two things. Of course, last night, the general manager, Baron Corbin, was fired because he lost the match to Braun Strowman. But he's most likely going to announce a permanent general manager of Raw. And right now, it's looking like it's going to be Kurt Angle, most likely, as he gets his job back. And he's going to tell his daughter to fuck off. And basically, Kurt Angle was doing a good job before you decided to dip your hands in the pot. Alexa Bliss was previously expected to take over, but now she's cleared to compete. I believe she's still sick. Maybe, I don't know if she has the flu. We'll find out if she's on Raw tonight. But there was discussions of Edge potentially becoming the general manager of Raw, but both parties decided to drop the idea because Edge can't technically be involved in any physical angles, which kind of limits his storyline opportunities. But yeah, that's kind of like a bullshit excuse. But going back onto another thing that Vince McMahon might actually announce tonight, and that would be trades that could happen between Raw and SmackDown. It would not be a draft. Instead, it would be trades, and those trades would definitely interact with a Ronda Rousey versus Charlotte Flair rematch. So Charlotte Flair, I guess, would come to Raw. I don't know who goes to SmackDown. Probably maybe Alexa Bliss. I could see that's the only top woman. Maybe Sasha Banks and Bayley go to Smack. There's maybe some trades that happen, but Charlotte Flair potentially would come to Raw. Becky Lynch would come to Raw as well, and we'll get Becky Lynch versus Nia Jax in the months going into WrestleMania, and then we'll get Charlotte Flair versus Ronda Rousey potentially at Royal Rumble, because who's the next competitor to go? There's really no one, unless Alexa Bliss somehow finds her way into that matchup at Royal Rumble. But there was a rumor that Charlotte Flair would be facing Ronda Rousey for the title at Royal Rumble. I don't really see that happening unless Vince McMahon makes some shake things up again tonight. So I don't know.
Who knows?
But of course, WrestleMania, there's a potential triple threat between Ronda, Becky, and Charlotte, or Ronda versus Becky, or Ronda versus Charlotte. Like Dane, I know he's going to say something. I personally think Becky just deserves a match alone with Ronda Rousey. But it will be an interesting matchup with all three of them. We got some comments coming in right now. David Mello says, "Oh my God, it's special guest Joe Gomez." Of course, we all know
I am back from my duty.
He bears a resemblance to Liverpool player Joe Gomez. A little bit. I still kind of see that. I'm not gonna get that much into it. But Dane's saying Hulk Hogan. That was a rumor as well. Hulk Hogan potentially be the permanent general manager of Raw. That's his way of him getting back into the WWE programming. I don't know. It's definitely. I'm excited, but I'm most likely gonna get disappointed with Vince McMahon's announcement tonight. It's usually what happens when they hype it up so much that it just fails. So I'm not really trying to really think about it that much. Yes, Vince McMahon will be on Raw tonight. It will be interesting, and I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm not gonna really hype it up to the point that, because you're just gonna get disappointed as always with WWE programming. Because this past few weeks of Raw, man,
you play into it, and then
you fall flat on your face.
Comes the C- result.
Yeah, C-, more like D, maybe F.
Yeah,
because I remember that episode of Raw was the worst I've seen in a long time. 2 weeks ago or so, however so it was. But that's gonna wrap it up. Next week is Christmas Eve. If I can't go live, I'll maybe be posting a video or a blog on the top rumors of that following week. Of course, the holiday season. Before I go, though, Dane just said things will change for one night and it'll go back to be the dumpster fire it normally is. Very true. That's usually how the direction goes. The direction is going up and then just plateaus and falls.
Right into the same spot.
Right into the same spot it is right now, because it is what it is. The holiday season is tough to get the viewers. This is usually the time of the period where you lose some of the viewers, but then Royal Rumble Road to WrestleMania kind of gains them back. And then after WrestleMania, that Monday Night Raw will be good, and then you kind of fall off again. Then you come back up because of SummerSlam. Then you fall off again. It's an up and down wave. It is what it is. It will never be the way it used to be back then in the Attitude Era, where you're getting like so many million viewers. But I know that Fox deal is definitely going to light a fire on the WWE's ass, because they're not going to settle for the crap that they produce.
Oh no.
So.
Oh no.
Friday 8 o'clock. I don't know. I'm usually drinking around that time, 8 o'clock on Fridays. Next year, we'll see. God forbid what happens in the following year. But like I was saying, that I'm not gonna get too much into the Vince McMahon thing. I don't know if you have anything else to say.
I would like to cycle back, real quick.
Go ahead.
To our first rumor out of those three names. Which one would you like to see in the match? You personally, I just want to hear your thoughts.
The Rey Mysterio match?
Against Rey Mysterio.
Believe it or not, I really do like. I'm trying to remember the name. Oh, right here. It was either Andre Sinamis,
Samoa Joe,
or Shinsuke Nakamura. Shinsuke is really fallen. I think we already got a Rey Mysterio versus Shinsuke match. I'm not sure if we've gotten a Rey Mysterio versus Samoa Joe. I think we have an Andre Sinamis match. But I really would like the Samoa Joe.
Same.
But I like Samoa Joe, but I think the chemistry would be better with Andre Sinamis. I think Rey Mysterio. I know two Mexicans will be fighting for the United States title, but it'd be like the Rio versus Rey Mysterio feud they did a few years ago. There's a lot of potential a lot of potential with Andre Sinamis with Zelina Gomez. Gomez? Yeah, I think it's Zelina. I don't know. Someone correct me with that. Zelina as the manager. He should be champion eventually on the SmackDown brand. I don't know when he will get his chance. Maybe he wins the Money in the Bank briefcase this upcoming final year. I don't see him winning the Royal Rumble at all. Even though that was a rumor a few months ago when he was actually killing it. But right now he's kind of getting lost in the shuffle just because it's that time. It is what it is. But Rey Mysterio versus Sinamis, I definitely would I would be on board for that. I don't know. You have Samoa Joe?
I mean, I would. I just think that he deserves it.
Samoa Joe, yes,
he deserves.
I think Samoa Joe deserves a main title.
Yeah,
not one of the mid card titles. I think Samoa Joe should be a champion already. I know he was facing some AJ Styles and get a chance. Now Daniel Bryan, the new Daniel Bryan is the champ, which he's killing it. So keep doing your thing, Daniel Bryan. Go into the comments. Dane also has Andres Sinamis as the potential champion. If anything, according to this rumor, he'd be the championship holder. So he somehow would get that belt from Shinsuke. I don't know how. But I think that's going to wrap it up for today's show. Like I said, Christmas Eve next week. If I can't go live, it would either be a video posted with whoever co-host I have, or it would be a blog that I put up with the top rumors for that said week.
Something will be there.
Something will be put up.
Something will be up.
I'm not gonna leave you guys hanging. I try to get all the rumors out to you every week before Monday night and SmackDown live. Thanks for all the love right there, Travis Cox. With that being said, take everything I said with a grain of salt. And you love that. I think he loves you too. Take everything I say with a grain of salt. And of course, it's good. Vince McMahon's coming up in about an hour. I think he's going to start off the show. But don't hype it up because you'll get disappointed. As always, I'm Insider BA.
The Enforcer Nate.
And this has been Insider BA's Rumor Mill for the week of December 17. I will see you all next week or in the new year, right? It'd be the new year. I think that following Monday would be actually would not be the new year.
No, it wouldn't.
So we shall see each other soon.
31st.
Too sweet, guys. Peace out. What is the struggle?